Hull City line up like this evening, and Grant McCann again shuffles the pack. Matt Ingram gets to stay in goal for this League Cup tie. Brandon Fleming also retains a place at left back. Ryan Tafazoli, the goal scorer from the back against Tranmere Rovers, he comes in as well. Pennington gets only his second start for the Tigers, whilst Leo De Silva, John Terrell will be captained by Dan Batty in the midfield trio. Josh Bowler, Nua Dicko, Josh McGuinness, no goals between them in the front three in Hull City colours. Will any of them get on the score sheet tonight? Terrell. Leo De Silva, good footwork from him. Now McGuinness. Try and take the Preston man with him over to the corner flag. Fleming pushed to the ground, no free kick. So he has left a little bit of space behind him here, which Preston could exploit. Looks to be a good diagonal ball, but Mackenzie with the soft touch off his head, steering that one into the path of Ingram. No real trouble that time. Better play from Robbie McKenzie. Josh McGuinness, well won back in the midfield by Hull. Here's Terrell, Bowler wants it playing to him, not the best of passes, but Bowler could hit it, still going, and then into the side netting. Maybe just took one step too many that time. Both sides a little bit tentative, but Preston trying to get forward now. Tackle in the centre of the park brings a free kick. Well, that's a decent looking swing from Preston. Oh, it's dropped in as well. For a minute it looked as though it was going to be dropping wide, but Preston North End are in front. Ingram couldn't get there. It was almost like a slow motion set piece really for Preston. It was a decent delivery. And the most experienced man in Preston North End's side this evening, Paul Huntingdon, is the man who's come up with the goal. He didn't get a single goal last year, and he only got one in the previous, but he's managed to find the net. Tafazoli going forward, and then gave away a foul as he went to ground. Preston now could take the chance. Rebound, 2-0. Josh Harrop on hand, this time to steer it in for Preston North End. And when you lose a man at the back, you're always going to be vulnerable. Hull needed to shuffle. They look to have done enough there, making the save, and the blocks coming in all over the place. But Hull City now 2-0 down here at Deepdale, and have got a big mountain to climb in the very first stages of this Carabao Cup tie. 25 minutes gone, and Josh Harrop is the man to find the back of the net. Failed to score all last season, but he's got his third of this campaign, and he makes it 2-0 to the home team. And Preston playing with a bit of freedom now, and they're linking up very nicely in their midfield. Clever play. This invites Green to attack the penalty area. Good cross. That's headed away by Terrell. Bayliss. That's saved by Ingram. Terrell. De Silva, we haven't seen too much of in the last 5 minutes or so, but he links up with Terrell, plucks a cross, and a penalty given. De Silva going down. David Webb, tonight's referee, in no hesitation. There isn't too much protest either from the Preston North End players. The challenge looked to be a little bit late, and now a chance for Hull City to half the deficit. Now, we mentioned that only 4 Hull City players in the starting 11 have scored in Hull City shirts, but Josh McGuinness has the opportunity to get his first goal for the club, and he slams that in. No hesitation on where he wanted to put that, into the bottom right-hand corner, and that brings new life to this Carabao Cup tie. Hull City back in the game, not many chances created, to be truthful. But he hit that hard, made sure it was going to make the net ripple, Ripley sent the wrong way. So it's Kevin Stewart on, and looks to be filling in over in the left-back position. Preston with a chance. Good save from Matt Ingram. Pushed it back into a central area, but there was plenty of men in black and amber around it to get that one plucked away to safety. Patient this time from Preston. Ball going all over the place at the moment. In comes Dicko, sliding. Oh, clever ball. This could unlock Hull's defence with Andre Green. Needed to be much more clinical there. Barkhuizen hasn't had many chances despite Preston's generous amount in this first half. Decent looking cross if Green can get there. Clever touch to Ginelli, and he actually gets a shot away as well. Ingram makes the save, gets up to his feet to make the second stop, and that was the last piece of action to conclude this first half in a first 45 which had 3 goals, split by 2 goals to 1. Batty, Terrell, good football from Hull. Leo De Silva, Bowler, 4 to pick out in the box. It's McKenzie who sends it in. A double touch from Batty. The old shin roller didn't do much. And now Preston with Potts in the area. Skies it over the top. Great opportunity to restore the 2-goal cushion Preston had in the first half. And for the first time, it was a counter. Stewart inside to Dicko, looking to get the shot away, but saved by Ripley. Getting over to his left-hand side. Dicko just making sure he had the accuracy to get it on target. Hull City playing a little bit more positively and just chipping away a little bit more. In comes the cross. Stockley got the last touch. Tafazoli teed up for McGuinness. A simple block to make there by Potts. Stewart. Oh, he's fancied it himself, and it's not too far away from Kevin Stewart. Still waiting for that first goal, but he wasn't far away with that effort. He caught it very sweetly. Intentions clear from Grant McCann, feeling the need to put the top scorer on to try and get this second goal. Josh Bowler working hard this evening. Bowen looking to play it through nicely. Batty, a chance coming, saved by Ripley, turned behind for a corner, and John Terrell going a little bit closer. Preston now with a rare second half chance. There is activity on the bench for Hull City, so that third and final change may be coming up. Batty is back out there, but he misjudged that ball and he's carrying a bit of a limp and he's still struggling. He's going to have to make a big effort here to help his side out. Preston are nearly in, very nearly in indeed. And Batty is now signalling that he needs to come off. The captain in serious trouble, and Hull City in general were almost in serious trouble again, because Preston were able to trundle through and get the shot away. McGuinness, bit of a hopeful ball rather than being clear for everyone to see. Bowen striding on with that pace, getting into the penalty area, saved by Ripley. It's Dicko's chance, saved again and turned away from danger. Nua Dicko is furious on the deck. That might just ignite Hull's quest for the equaliser again. Pops it back towards Leo De Silva. Bad area to lose it. Preston now with a really good chance. Stockley puts it across. Preston should be in for 3, but the flag is up for offside. It will not count. Hull City let off. Leo De Silva let off for losing it in such a dangerous area. Josh McGuinness needs to put a good throw in here. Dicko, De Silva chipped up and then scrambled up in the air. A little bit of panic stations now setting in for Hull as we are in the last few seconds of this Carabao Cup tie. Stewart's ball forward, nodded down. Bowen, surely! In the nick of time, Hull City are level. Jubilant scenes in the away end, and Hull City's hard perseverance, they've knocked on the door and they finally found a way through. They literally walked it in, and I think this game might just go on for a little bit longer. So let's find out then what this shootout brings for Hull City. Josh McGuinness up first. A carbon copy would certainly not go amiss here. And Josh McGuinness not even facing the Preston crowd here, as he steps up and he slams it in again. No nonsense penalty once more. He's never been involved in a penalty shootout for Preston North End, and he manages to bury his penalty into the bottom left-hand corner. And again, the keeper guessed right, but both opening penalties are very good benchmarks for both sides to carry on with. It's Eves' chance to shine, and he can't do so. Tried to go the same way as Harrop. Looked to me like it was over in the corner. And going next for Preston is Ryan Ledson, who scored their opening penalty against Middlesbrough in their last penalty shootout. He scored that one. And the question is he going to replicate that now and give Preston an advantage? He is. Another man who took the opener last year in penalty shootouts, John Terrell, goal scorer at Bramall Lane, goal scorer at Prenton Park. Now hoping to put the ball in the net in the shootout. Otherwise Hull City could be in trouble, and Terrell has done it. Gives the Preston fans a good glare as well as he walked back towards his teammates. Jayden Stockley. His shooting boots mainly are as an Exeter City player. Hasn't really found form as a Preston man. Looks confident, and that is a confident penalty. Preston still in front. 3 out of 3 for them. Leo De Silva ran himself ragged in those 90 minutes and worked hard to get his side level. Won the penalty for McGuinness in the first 90. And De Silva puts it away nicely. These are good, confident penalties from both sides. And that makes it 3-3. But Preston, of course, have that extra penalty at their disposal. And Matt Ingram toying with him ever so slightly. Didn't look to faze Preston's 39, who measures his run-up very carefully and puts it straight down the middle. If Stewart misses, it's Preston who go on to round 3. Kevin Stewart with a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, with a long run-up, and he very calmly puts it away. Very similar penalty to against Sheffield United. He would have looked a little bit silly if that had stayed out. But his antics keep Hull City in this penalty shootout for now. But this could be the moment where Preston head through. Ingram has to save it. The captain is up to try and give Preston a place in round 3. Brown sends Preston through. Hull City are heading out tonight. Same scoreline as last year in the shootout, 5-4. But unfortunately this time, it is Hull City who miss out. 9 penalties scored out of 10. Tom Eaves missing. It looked to be a half-decent penalty to his left-hand side. Ripley got across and made a good save. And it's the goalkeeper to thank for Preston North End. He has managed to put his side through to round 3. And unfortunately tonight, Hull City go out of the Carabao Cup.